Hi, I'm Gary. I'm here with Dusan and Rachel talking about Arthur Christine. Dusan, could you please tell us who or what is Arthur Christine?
For us, Arthur Christine basically is it's art in perpetual motion. We used fashion, some of our global travels, and architectural as a gauge for the inspiration that we use into our work. We've married basically multiculturalism into the aesthetic of European hairdressing.
Rachel, would you define hair and beauty in the 21st century for us, please?
Yes, I believe the place where we're going is you'll be left behind if you don't know how to do all hair textures well. We have an academy here and we teach each and every individual, no matter what their ethnic background is, how to do all hair textures well and how to know about products and educate our consumers so they can duplicate the look themselves. So it gives us freedom and it doesn't take a hairdresser's job away because we educate the consumer how to keep their look at home. And just making the look modern, make it appealing, and just make people feel good about themselves. Some people try to, people don't really talk about it a lot, but there is a difference between a white salon, a black salon, or different things, and we are intentionally making it multicultural, and that's something we love to do. And between both of us, I think we have literally the whole world. So it's kind of nice to tap into all of that.
Okay. So what role does Arthur Christine play in all of this, Dusan?
I think it plays a very significant role. It just plays a role in the future of hair design, in its entirety. I think that we've used a lot of resources researching for the highest products of quality, working with those that are the most environmentally conscious and also globally conscious as well for the impact that we're really trying to create with our brand.
Rachel, could you describe your approach to hair and skincare to us?
Yes, we have a very holistic approach, and I like it to simplify it and call it the 3 chords to healthy hair. And one is going to be internal, which is vitamins and water, which affect your hair in less than 1 week. And then you have your products, which are your conditioners and finishing agents. And then you have your technique, how you blow your hair out, how it's cut, how it's colored. All 3 of those must be intact. If not, people aren't going to have healthy hair. If they don't drink water, then their hair is dry, it doesn't respond. If they have the wrong technique and they're burning up their hair, then it's not going to work. Or if they have the wrong product. So if any one of those chords to healthy hair is off, then it's not going to work, and a lot of people don't connect the dots. And then when I tell them that this may have happened to your hair or that may have happened to your hair, they're like, oh, that's right. And actually they start to correct themselves, when they're at home, because now they know what's wrong and they can almost diagnose themselves. And so I think that's something that we do a lot every day. And most people, they don't like to come to me unless they've had a lot of water that week, because I can tell. After asking so many people, you can tell.
So what is it that inspires you, Dusan?
At the moment, what inspires me is the art of suspense. I'm very much into that. I like the consultations and the confrontations of unfamiliarity with someone's hair. And for me as an artist, that's one of my biggest thrills. I love that suspense that creates. So for me, that's it. That's really what it is. It's about suspense, within each element of the art form that we approach with our styles that we create.
Similarly, what inspires you, Rachel?
I think hair is a woman's crown, and some religions, doesn't matter what organization you're into, that if you don't like your hair, you don't like your dog, you don't like your husband, but if your hair is done, you like your purse, you want to go out and get a new outfit, and it kind of makes you who you are. And I've watched people command different, they work different, they interview different, they do everything different. And when I get to educate a little girl about her hair, or a woman or a man, and they know what to do and they're empowered, I really love to empower people with their hair and educate, and that's my passion, is to educate people.
Dusan, could you please define for us what makes a good haircut?
That's a great question. For Arthur Christine, what defines a great haircut, we pretty much just put it into 4 factors. So the first factor being the face shape, the second factor, someone's head shape, of course, which plays a huge part in the overall style that we may use for choice. And then the third factor is someone's natural texture. Of course, when we're working with an actual look, we always want to consider someone's natural texture or fabric of their hair. And then the last factor is their overall personal style. So those are the four factors that we use when we work with someone's image to use for inspiration for our overall look.
Dusan, you participate in many trade shows. You also seek and obtain master level training in Europe. Are there any plans to expand the brand as a lifestyle brand nationally and internationally?
Let's just say we have a few surprises down the line.
Sounds good. Where would you like to see hair and beauty go in the 21st century, Dusan?
I'd like to see hair a lot more personal, to remain personal. I'd like to see a lot less robotics, take over the devices, and to kind of replace the human effectiveness of the industry. And honestly, for communication between stylists and the clients to still be at the utmost level of importance, for me, that would be the ambition that I would like to maintain.
And finally, Rachel, where do you see Arthur Christine being in 10 years?
We see it as advancing our academy around the world and being an elite brand and having an impact. And we want to be that trendsetter to say, everyone deserves a chance. Everyone deserves beautiful hair. And, that's something that I think everyone would love to look forward to.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure dealing with you
Thank
both.
you.
I'd love to have my hair cut by
Thank
either or
you.
both of
Thank you.
And as for
Pleasure.
colours, it's all your job.